Urgent Washington Commanders fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Washington Commanders updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Alright, folks, today we're diving deep into a story that's truly shaking up the Washington Commanders. If you've been following the team, you know that this season has been a roller coaster, filled with highs and lows, surprises, and disappointments, but what just happened might be one of the biggest moments in recent franchise history. It's something that every Commanders fan needs to hear, because trust me, this is a game changer. So, buckle up, because we're about to get into the nitty-gritty of what's unfolding behind the scenes, and what it could mean for the team's future. Let's start with a quick overview of this current season. The Commanders have been a team full of potential but also plagued by inconsistency. Expectations were high at the beginning of the year, especially with the promising draft picks and the veteran leadership brought in during the offseason. The team showed flashes of brilliance, moments where everything clicked, and fans thought, this could be the year we make a real playoff run. But then, injuries, turnovers, and sometimes poor execution on both sides of the ball kept them from hitting their stride. As of the latest games, the team sits around the middle of the NFC standings, still with a shot at the postseason but needing a strong finish to secure their spot. And that brings us to the latest development, which is nothing short of shocking. Just recently, reports surfaced about a major shakeup in the team's management and coaching staff. We're talking about a potential change at the top, perhaps even the head coach being on the hot seat. Now, this kind of news isn't new in the NFL. Teams often go through coaching changes when results don't come as expected. But what's different here is the timing and the magnitude of this move. Rumors suggest that the Commanders are seriously considering a significant overhaul, possibly bringing in a new head coach or a prominent offensive or defensive coordinator with a proven track record. Now, you're probably wondering, what's driving all this? Well, it's a combination of factors. The team's recent performances have been underwhelming, especially in key moments. The offense has struggled to sustain drives, and the defense, while improved at times, has given up some costly plays. The quarterback situation has also been a topic of debate. There's no denying that the team's signal caller has shown flashes of brilliance but also made critical mistakes that cost games. The front office is undoubtedly feeling the pressure from fans, media, and the team's own expectations. They're looking for a spark, a change that can ignite the team's potential and push them into playoff contention. But beyond just coaching, there's talk about roster moves, too. The Commanders are reportedly exploring options to bring in new talent, whether through trades, free agency, or the draft. The team's needs are clear: help for the offensive line, a reliable receiver, and some veteran presence on defense. And don't forget the importance of the front office's strategy. If they're serious about competing, they need to be bold and decisive in the coming weeks. And here's where it gets even more interesting. The potential coaching change could signal a shift in the team's philosophy. Historically, the Commanders have been known for their tough, gritty style of play, but recent seasons have shown a need for more innovation, especially on offense. Fans are craving a more explosive, dynamic attack that can keep up with the high-powered offenses in the NFC. The new coaching staff might bring that change, emphasizing speed, creativity, and a more aggressive approach. Let's talk about some of the key players who could be affected by all these changes. On offense, we have the young quarterback, who's shown flashes of talent but also inconsistency. A new coaching staff might give him the boost he needs or, conversely, bring in a veteran quarterback to stabilize the position. The wide receivers have been battling injuries, but when healthy, they've demonstrated potential. A change in offensive strategy could unlock more of their abilities. Running back Brian Robinson Jr. has been a bright spot, powerful and dependable, and he could become the centerpiece of a revamped attack. On defense, the team has been solid but sometimes vulnerable against the run and in coverage. A new coordinator might focus on strengthening these areas, adding versatile linebackers and cornerbacks capable of shutting down NFC opponents. The defensive line, historically a strength, still needs to maintain pressure on quarterbacks, and perhaps a new scheme could unlock even more sacks and turnovers. Now, let's not forget the importance of the team's culture. The Commanders have been trying to rebuild their identity, emphasizing resilience, grit, and a relentless attitude. A coaching shakeup could be the final piece of that puzzle, fostering a culture of accountability and high intensity that can motivate the players to perform at their best. This entire situation is also creating a buzz among fans and analysts alike. Social media is filled with speculation. Some believe a coaching change is inevitable, others think the front office might look to make strategic roster moves first. There's also a faction of fans who are cautiously optimistic, hoping that a fresh leadership can finally unlock the team's true potential and bring back the playoff magic that has eluded them in recent years. But what's next? Well, the upcoming games are crucial. The team's remaining schedule includes some tough opponents, and every game will be a test of the new direction the team might be heading. If they can rally and start winning, it could validate the decision to shake things up. If not, there could be more turmoil, and perhaps even more changes in the offseason. It's important to remember that the NFL is a league of patience and timing. Sometimes, a coaching change can bring immediate results, other times, it takes a season or two for a new philosophy to really take hold. For Washington fans, the hope is that whatever happens, it's the right move, the one that leads the team into a new era of success. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think a coaching change is exactly what the team needs right now? Or should they stick with what they have and focus on roster adjustments? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of the Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news, analysis, and insights. Remember, this team has a rich history, full of moments of glory and heartbreak. Every fan has a story, and every season brings new hopes. Whatever happens in the coming weeks, one thing's for sure, the passion for the the Commanders, remains as strong as ever. So, keep the faith, stay loud and proud, and let's see what the future holds. Thanks for watching, and until next time, this is your source for all things Washington Commanders.